So I want to go through, and I have a Tinkle Razor or this. So a lot of people will use a Tinkle Razor. Those are gonna get it way closer. That dermaplaning that you do to the face where they have the razor and they just scrape off all the skin, that's gonna get it way closer than this will. But if you have super sensitive skin like I do, one key thing that you can do is get a little bit of moisturizer on your face, mixed with a dab of a little bit of water, so it's a little looser moisturizer, and then you can go on with that Tinkle Razor, that razor, whatever you want to do, and just clean off. And a lot of people, they use a men's shaver, honestly. So you can do either one. But I have this little guy, and I will make sure every video that I make, I link it. Everything is linked in the video too. So make sure you look for those. But this little guy I got on Amazon. It is just like so, and this is how I do it. So no lotions, no potions, no nothing. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna hold my face taut and start going. Okay, and you just go round and round. Go along this jawline. Okay, come up in here. Do you have to do your nose? I guess do your nose. I've never done my nose. Come along here. Okay, now while I go through and do this has been growing out for probably close to a month and a half, 2 months. So I have not been shaving it for you guys. Now that is feeling, like I could feel the hairs on here. This just feels nice and tight. It kind of does feel like I shaved. But as you saw, nothing grew back as a whisker. And I've been doing this for probably about 4 or 5 years. Nothing grew back as a whisker. Now these are gonna feel like more strong just because it's blunt. It's like leg hairs. Those aren't growing back thicker. Why they got thick was, and the reason why you started shaving them in the first place is because they were thicker hairs and you didn't want them on your legs. But they didn't like all magically turn into whiskers on your legs, right? So you're not growing back whiskers. That's a hormone, okay? The hair follicle is way down into, I can bring science all into this. If you're way down in there, it's a myth. Okay, so we're just going to continue this all on. Oh, I should have, I meant to show you that side, turn that side, and that opportunity is gone now. Now I have to grow out my hairs again. But you'll see what it looked like before. And you will see what it looks like now. Okay, I'll do my forehead, but I stay away from the brows. Those you can go in with your Tinkle Razor and clean up if you want to get a little bit closer. Okay, and I don't go in between because I don't want to take my chances. I only want this to go so far. Okay, now, should we see how much is in this? So you can pop off that top and look at that. There, that's gross. That's gross. So the importance of this is to seriously just have a smoother makeup so that you can go in and take your moisturizer and get it on and it absorbs. It doesn't have the block of hair. You want to get your sunscreen in there better. You want to get your serums in there better. You want your makeup to sit on your face better. You want your makeup to not sweat off of you so easily, because when it's just sitting on those hairs and not able to get into that face, that's gonna make a difference. So let me just go get my moisturizer really fast. Okay, so I went and grabbed my sunscreen and my moisturizer. So I'm gonna stick my moisturizer and I'm gonna put it only, so I don't get very much. This is from SEINT. Whoo, so good. So when I do my moisturizer in the morning, literally it's the areas that need it. And I put it here to soften out that area. Okay, I don't get it up to my eye, but this skin, because of the wrinkles, okay? So I get it in here. It seriously, you can notice the difference the day, like when you put it on. Okay, and then I put it on my cheeks because that's where I get more dry. And I just want this to have more of a dewier look. Now this sunscreen that I have, this is one I recommend. I actually just made a blog that I can link to about, I tried 5 different sunscreens and if I recommend them or not. But this is a great one for my oily skin girls, where if you're wanting a more matte sunscreen, you can use this. So that's why it's so important for me to get that on my cheeks, because I do get more oily everywhere else, but I don't want to be too dry here on the cheek. So I get this Image sunscreen right here. That was on my list. And I get it all on there. Now, these face sunscreens that the dermatologists recommend, they're not, and then I pat it on where I put it. Okay, they are not sweat-proof and waterproof. So on the days that you are gonna be getting a little more sweaty, you are gonna use a different one. But for a daily, non-comedogenic, healthier for your skin, healthier for the earth, these ones you wanna put on, okay? Make sure you get to the neck, chest, if you're, you know, whatever. And then you're set. So now, you don't just run to makeup. You're gonna let this absorb, let it do its thing, and that's when I move to my eyes. So I'm gonna do that, and then get my makeup on and all as well. But this is how you shave your face. This is that dermaplaning, however you've seen it or heard of it. Let me show you what a Tinkle Razor is really fast. This is a Tinkle Razor. So this is where I would hold my forehead, pay super close attention, just go to like there and shape the brow. Go to there and shape the brow. And then in between, I'd clean that up too. But a lot of people will use this on their face and they just do short strokes. But again, this one's a little too much for my sensitive face. Okay, I hope you love this tutorial. Know that you can reach out to me multiple ways. Instagram, Facebook, here. Make sure you ring that bell. Make sure you follow all the things. Well, they'll all be right here. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're taken care of. I hope you're loving life, and we'll see you next time.